All right, so welcome to Consistently Creative Crew. It's our Wednesday night Zoom. Tonight we are creating Creative Memories project recipe your own way. And I gave a little bit of instructions off before we started recording. When you're picking your papers to do this traditionally, you want to be sure that you have a good contrast for your designer paper number one, because what you're actually doing is you are going to be laying your punch on top of a piece of paper. And that piece of paper is actually the reverse side of the original punch. You can't tell very well on my sample because the background paper that I have here is a little too patterned and I didn't really realize it until I got going, and I'm like, I'm not going to recut, but I wanted to point that out to you that you really want a nicer contrast, and probably one of the pieces should be very solid so you're really just getting an edge. So the original one that I did, I used this one, which was Zigzag Diamond. It's an older punch. The dots don't show up very well, but so I think any other punch that is really more of an edge is really good. I'm going to go to another older punch, which is this scallop weave. I know those little tiny indents are not going to show up very well, or those little cutouts, but I think the edge will be fine on the papers that I picked. So overall, the layout has 7 photos on it, which I think is a really good use of space. And the left side has a banner cut on this one piece. The right side has these 2 punches, and you fit in 3 4x4 photos over here, and they give, again, it's hard to tell from the image, but they have a really tiny bit of their base paper showing here. Their base paper was this purple. So they've got a little bit showing on both the right and the left to give it a little bit of contrast. So the things you need are going to be 2 base papers and 2 designer papers and 1 piece of cardstock for these 4 mats. The designer papers, when you're picking designer paper number 1, you're going to use both sides. Again, you want a good contrast there. And whichever you're choosing to cut your banner and these other base papers, you want it to have a good contrast with whichever side of designer paper 2 you want, because it's laying on top of it. So number of choices here, but I think the biggest thing is picking your first paper that has good contrast, so when you punch it, it looks good. And picking a punch that's not too decorative, because it's gonna get hidden. And other than that, the assembly goes together pretty well. So I will pull my papers. Does anybody have questions about the papers, the selections? Anything else I can help you with before I start cutting? Okay. Okay, so I picked better, I think, this time. I've picked this paper for my designer paper number 1. Then designer paper number 2 is this. I'm not sure which one I'm going to end up with at the end, but I can pick that as I go. This is the cardstock that I'm using, and I've got 2 base pages, and this is from the Everybody Smile paper pack. All right. So the first thing they recommend is punching your designer paper. And a word of caution about this punching and sizing afterwards. So we're going to punch 2 of them, but it says here punch, then cut to a 1/2 inch. Depending on how wide your punch is and how much your punch has taken off of the paper, you may end up with a banner at the end that is narrower than what they give, and that's okay. I just want you to be aware. It's pretty tight. The punch that they used is actually fairly thin in what it takes off of the paper. So, but we can go ahead and punch those two on there. So you can see from my leftover, it actually punches off quite a bit of that. So if when I go to 1/2 inch, that's pretty much going to mean that that last sheet that I'm, at least last piece that I'm cutting is going to be awfully narrow. So, and I'm just going to flip my paper around and punch the other side instead of punch then cut, then punch then cut. So I'm going to do both of my cuts. And like we normally do, I like to do it on a parchment piece or a cardboard covered with parchment paper. And as well, so you're just punching 2 strips. And that's all you really, you're punching 2 edges, and that's all you really need for your punch.
So do we cut the paper first before we punch it?
Say again?
We cut the paper before we punch it?
No, you're gonna want to punch and then cut. You're gonna want to punch that paper and then cut. Because if you try to cut it at 1/2 inch and then punch it, you're not going to have enough to put in your punch in order to be able to hold on to it.
Okay. How wide was yours about?
Well, I am going to go fairly narrow when I'm done. So
How much was the big piece? How much is your big piece there? Because I only have 1 sheet of paper of this.
Yeah, this is fine. It was a 12 by 12. So it's fine. You'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
So as you can see here, all you're going to do is have a little bit so it's on your paper and you don't actually have to have very much. And honestly, what's going to result is this banner. If this banner is a little narrower or a little wider, it doesn't make any difference as far as your layout goes. So go ahead and punch your 2 sides. And while they say to make it 1/2 inch, if I make it 1/2 inch, I'm cutting like right through my design. So I'm going to make it a little wider. All right. So if you've cut your 2 or done your 2 punches, the rest of this page is really easy. So then we're going to do a 1 inch strip and a 4 inch strip. And whatever you have left, you can make your banner. This time I have 5 inches. The other time I think I had like 4.5. Everybody doing okay? Anybody have any questions?
Just trying to learn how to do this punch.
Doing fine.
But she showed us.
Is it one of these CM ones?
It's a standalone one.
Okay.
But what she showed us the last time really helped.
Okay, good, good.
I didn't realize what all those little markings on the sides were.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else need more time? All right. So this piece that's going to end up being your banner, you're going to want to cut it at 11 inches. So turn and rotate it, cut it at 11 inches, and the little 1 inch piece is scrap. And then to make my banner cut, I just fold my paper in half a little ways so I can see that. And I'm going to be cutting from the edge into the center to get the banner. And I'm just going to cut some because doesn't really matter. And now I've got a nice banner cut. Okay, so now we're going to cut designer paper number 2. This one's much easier. We're going to cut a 6-inch piece. And then a 1/4-inch piece. And a 1/4 inch on this trimmer goes to where that black line is. So you get this really thin strip. And the rest of that paper is
Yeah, where's the
trapped.
1/4 inch?
The 1/4 inch is right here.
Oh, okay.
You see that black line? It's this black line that's right to the right of the trimmer.
Thank you.
Base. Yep. And that's it for that paper. And then the photo mats. So the photo mats, the way they have it, which is probably the only way you're going to fit some of this stuff, is the larger ones are 6.5 inches and the other one is 5.5 inches. So if you take your cardstock, cut at 6.5. And then turn and rotate and cut at 4.5. And you're going to do that twice. So 6.5 initially, then turn and rotate at 4.5 twice. And then the remaining piece, you're also going to do it 4.5 twice. And the rest is scrap, and that is all your cutting.
On the left.
So hopefully this one will come together fairly easily for everybody. So they had on here, when you start laying things out, they actually had really precise measurements, which you can decide to do or not. So I grabbed my 13 by 13 photo mat to just be able to do it because I was trying to be precise when I was doing my sample. And they take this larger 6 by 12 and put it 1 inch from the edge. So you can see that if I've got that lined up, it lines up really nicely. Then they put the next piece and they said 3 inches from the left edge. So that's at 9. And it's supposed to be centered. So it's about 1/2 inch from the top and 1/2 inch from the bottom. And I'm just showing you kind of how this all comes together. Then the photo mat is 1 inch from the left and like that. And that's how the left side comes together, which is pretty straightforward, pretty easy. The right side is a little challenging to interpret. So if you're going to...
Kari, can you slide your paper over?
I will, yeah. I'm going to slide the mat out of the way.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks. So what they recommend is that you're adhering your punch right on top of the edge here. So you can see how mine is. So this little strip is a 1/4 inch from the edge. Your narrower punch piece goes right up against it. You're going to leave 4 inches for your photos. And then you're going to put these photo mats in. And you're going to try to align them with where they are on the other page. So it comes together pretty fast, pretty easily. And I will leave these up here for a few minutes, and I will be, adhering with some tape. But I think we can pause the recording. All right, so taking a look at the layout, I'm going to go ahead and create it digitally. There's not a whole lot of duplication between the 2 pages, so we're pretty much going to do one and then do the other. I did find when I just practiced and took a look at it, I did create the left first and then duplicated it, and a lot of the stuff actually stayed together for the right. So I still think I will do it that way, even though the pages don't look a whole lot like each other. So I'm just grabbing a snip of the layout itself, and I'm going to end up putting that onto my page just so I can get colors. I'm going to do 1 page at a time. So from the handout, the instructions for the left page are really easy. So we're going to put 2 pieces of paper down. We're going to banner cut one. We're going to do a photo mat and 2 photos. So with the instructions, the first thing is going to be inserting a rectangle. So insert content shape rectangle, and it's going to be 6 by 12. And I'm going to make this sample, since this was kind of a multicolored thing, I'm going to make it like this purplish color and click create. And they do give us information in the instructions to put it 1 inch from the left edge. So the easiest way to do that is to make this the X 0 and the Y 1. That's not what I wanted to do. 1 and 0. There we go. 1 and 0, 6 and 12. And then that one is lined up. And then you can insert another rectangle, or you can just copy this one and adjust the sizes. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to copy this one. You can copy and then paste. And this one, I'm going to turn it into this orangey color by going up to the quick access toolbar and filling. And this one, I only want 11 inches high, and I want it 5 inches wide. And this one is going to be banner cut, so I'm going to go ahead and just do that one right now. So I'm using a ruler marker right through the center of this, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but right in the kind of in the middle of where that box is. And then I have this guy, I set another ruler marker up just so I can kind of guide where I'm going to actually move it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this shape. So I right click shape, edit shape, and I click somewhere not right in the center, somewhere up, and then I drag that point up until I get kind of a banner that I like. And then I say, okay. And can zoom back out and take a look at it. It might be a little flat, so I can go back in and I can adjust it. So I'm going to just zoom in and adjust it a little bit. Right click shape, edit shape. Now I can grab that point with the finger and move it up a little bit more. But I'm staying right on this ruler guide so I can keep it really nicely in the center and say, okay. And that's the easiest way I know to do the banner cuts. Thank you, Lynn. I can remove all my tabs. And then this, you want it centered vertically, so I can just click on the home arrange, align, center vertically. And then it's arranged for me. I'm going to go ahead and click save so I don't lose anything. Then I have 2 photo mats. Rectangle. These are going to be this blue color. And these are 6.5 by 4.5. Click create. And I'm going to copy it. And I can go to the home ribbon, copy it. I can also right click copy, right click paste, and put those in there and align them. And I'm just using the alignment guides to help me align them. Then your empty frames, these are going to be 6 by empty photo frame, insert a photo frame, align 6 by 4. Again, I'm going to copy and paste. And if I want to get them centered right on the mats perfectly, I can select the photo and then select the mat, go to the quick access toolbar, select the 2nd and the 5th, and do the other set. And now my left page is in pretty good shape. I'll drag this image back down here so you can see. So the left page is in pretty good shape. I've just created it with some generic colors so that I'll be able to go back and add to them. So now I'm going to do the right page. And while it may not be the most efficient, I think it'll still work. So with the right page, I'm going to start kind of opposite of what I normally do. I need the photos to be 5 by 4. So I'm just going to change them on the quick access toolbar. And I need the 2 mats to be 5.5, so I can actually select both of them and change them. And now all of those are the right size. And I'm going to select all 4 of those pieces. So the 2 photos and the 2 photo mats. I'm going to use my arrow key and just start moving them over towards the left side of the page, because I know that they're right now at the same height as the photos on the left page. Just by using my arrow keys, I've just slid them and I don't have to try to move them and then get them lined up. I do not need this banner cut, so I'm actually just going to delete this. But this one I am going to use, and I'm going to turn it into a 1/4 inch strip. So 0.25. And I'm going to need it to be all the way at the other edge of the page, or other side of the page. So it's going to be at 11.5, because they have us leave a 1/4 inch of the base showing and then this 1/4 inch strip. And I'm going to save. Now there's only 2 things left. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a rectangle shape. There's going to be a 4 inch by 12 inch, and I'm just going to make this a beige color so it'll be able to be seen. I'm going to click create. This one's going to end up being behind here. And I need another one that is a 1 inch piece. So it's 1 by 12. This 1 by 12 is going to be right up against here. And I'm going to end up leaving that just for the moment. I'm just going to show digitally what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my 3 photo mats. So there are 3 of them and they're all going to be 4 by 4. So I'm just going to copy and paste. And I'm just going to get them in here. I'm going to select all 3. I'm going to vertically align them. And I'm going to go ahead and just group them for purposes of being able to see. So because we're doing this digitally, you can actually align things up pretty easily. So with an additional 1/4 inch here, So this is going to be at 6.25 and it's 0. And then this is going to be right there. And now I just have to slide it behind my other pieces. So you can see what's going to end up happening is that I am actually going to need more space if I was actually going to do a cut piece here. But what I did just to try to have an idea of how this is going to work is I grabbed something. I grabbed a shape or an embellishment from a kit, and I put that over here just so I could see how it would work. And since it's digital, you can kind of play around with it and decide what you want to do and how you want to make it fit and what you're going to actually do. If you're going to put a punch, or you're going to cut something. But I think in essence, that is the end of that. So that is how this layout comes together. And I think we can pause. All right, so we've kind of are wrapping up here. People have already finished. This was actually a fairly easy layout to get it assembled. So I don't have pictures for mine, but I will put a photo of my layout in the Consistently Creative Croppers Facebook group. There is an album there for this project recipe. I already have a photo of my original sample, but this is mine again with everybody smile. And I will
Oh, nice.
move my
It's
spotlight.
really good, Curry. I like
Oh,
it.
Very
a
nice.
basic one. Yeah.
And then we'll look at Cheryl. Oh, I like it. You've got your
Oh.
bliss flags there.
Yay.
This
These
was
wedding photos.
noteworthy day. I used a bunch of scraps, and I didn't like the other side of this paper that I picked, so I just
No,
used that side, and I made it work. And I put stickers here instead of
those work great.
punch.
Yeah, it looks
That was
good.
awesome.
Pretty.
That
Does look
looks
good.
great. I love it. All right, let's go ahead to Pat.
Yep, I have two layouts. So
Okay.
this first one is emerald gemstone, the
Oh, nice.
emerald gemstone.
Very nice.
So my
Wow.
emerald gemstone end paper, and I didn't use a punch. I just
Yeah.
used the border layers.
Oh, those are neat.
Nice.
Yep, the things. And then the second layout that I did tonight was from Timeless Texture Woven.
Oh,
Pretty.
yeah.
And
Oh,
again,
again, you use some border strips again, right?
Nice.
yes,
Nice.
That makes it quick and easy.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I keep forgetting to use the border strips, so I figured this was a good time to use them.
For
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
Yes.
Nothing
Nice.
wrong with using
Exactly.
stickers, border strips, punches, whatever you got. Karen, did you finish?
I did.
Awesome. Let's see.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, nice. Oh, I
Very
like
nice.
the greens. Let me see
Oh,
your
that's
right page a little bit more. It's
Oh,
there we go.
Oh,
Oh,
the-
nice.
Nice, the stockings. That's
I
cute.
like
That's
that.
cute.
That's really cute.
I do too. I like that
That-
punch.
That turned
Yeah, I
out
did something
great.
a little different with the punches, but yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Macinda, traditional? Yes, let's go ahead.
Sure. I don't have pictures on the one side yet. It's really weird and ugly, but
Oh, yeah,
pretty
nice. I
too.
like it.
Nice colors.
That works.
I like that.
works great. And you had portrait photos and you made them
it's
work.
really
Yay!
Oh,
nice.
yeah, nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. Okay.
Good job, Macinda.
Thank you.
Colleen.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Of course, I have a peekaboo pocket. So,
Of course you do.
of course, I do. I have to hold it on.
If you don't have one, you have like three. Oh, nice. That
Aw,
turned out really
nice.
well.
That looks
Really neat.
good.
I
And then I
like
just
it.
decided to do simple. I just did words, courage, and star,
Yeah.
and brave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works.
Battlefield.
That
What
looks
punch
great.
did you use? What punch did you
Same
use?
one
That's
that
what-
Kari did.
That's what I wondered. I like that.
Yeah.
I didn't.
What is that?
I didn't have a
Nice.
lot of what's it called, Kari? I can't remember. Bridge.
I don't know.
The bridge,
I put mine
something
away.
bridge.
Something bridge.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it
don't
is
have
bridge.
that one. Okay. Is it an old one, I guess? I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Looks like a modified Golden Gate Bridge.
it does.
Oh.
All right, now we've got digital. So, Ola,
Sure.
then Debbie, then Lynn.
Okay.
Okay.
So these are the first two pages.
We have all these overachievers tonight doing a whole bunch of pages. Oh, I like it.
Oh, that's
nice.
very nice.
Nice. Nice.
Really pretty.
This building was really fascinating to me. So
Yeah.
That looks
Is that
really
that chapel in
unique.
Arkansas?
it's in Omaha,
Oh, nope. it's not one.
Nebraska. Next one's coming up.
So pretty.
I'm not
That's
quite
pretty.
done with this one, but I copied the last one
Oh,
and then
yeah.
changed the size of the photos a bit.
Oh,
So
nice.
Nice.
Perfect.
Papers work
Wow.
out nice. I like those tones. Those look really
Yeah.
nice.
thanks.
Mhm.
Colors.
Awesome.
All right, next. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
That get me?
It's coming. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
cute.
That's so cute.
Oh, I love it. Oh, and you've got the beads.
Yeah.
Oh,
the two-
nice.
Nice.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
neat.
Very
Well done.
Nice. Lynn?
Oh,
Oh,
pretty.
beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Pretty.
Oh,
Hey,
what is that?
What's that one in the
Paper.
back? What's the one on the left-hand side?
Yeah, the diamond one, like, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Paper?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
It's all from
Yeah.
the same kit. Fragrances is Summer Mega Bundle. It's a Laura Berger.
Wow.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's really
I like
nice.
the colors.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really pretty.
And I decided I kept both parts when I punched.
Right.
So this is the other,
Yep.
this is the inside of
Oh,
the
okay.
punch I decided to use.
Looks
cool.
good.
Very nice.
I like that.
Nice.
Very nice. Did everybody go? All right, then
How
I
about
will
you?
go. I will share my. All right. Okay.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Very nice.
Oh, look at your
Pretty.
journaling. I like that.
Even got it labeled already.
Go, yeah. It was
Very
in the
nice.
like
kit.
that.
It was in the kit. So, all
Like
right.
shaped fish.
Ari, I really like
nice.
how you use the banner to put all of your journaling on.
I like that.
I love that too.
That's really
I
Yeah.
do
good.
too.
And I love the fact that in digital, I could just adjust the size to make it work.
Mhm.
It
Yep.
was originally a
Yeah.
little too narrow, and so I just
Yeah.
magically made it bigger, and
Right.
it
Awesome.
worked, which is
Nice.
I couldn't have done that traditionally.
No.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Hope that you enjoyed the creation. We had a lot of productivity tonight.
Yeah.
Extra layouts, more pages. People finished early, so I love the fact that it was an easy and flexible layout. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure you save your page and share it with us on Consistently Creative Croppers. And we will see you next week with the Simple Page Kit number 3. So
Awesome.
everybody
Great job,
have a
Ari. Thank you.
great week.
Thank you much.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Mary.
Good night.